Hey Awakened Souls. So we're gonna hear a lot about Mercury Retrograde Pisces today, right? Well, I'm gonna give you a little bit more insight into what's going on here. So here's a perspective on Mercury Retrograde occurring from the 5th of March to the 20th of March, 2019. So Mercury retrograde occurs on the 5th of March, on the 29th degree of Pisces. So first of all, Mercury is the intellect, the mind, the cognition. It colors how we think. Retrograde motions are about going inward. It's about reviewing, retracing your steps. The sign of Pisces is about following your intuition, following this faith and this belief that you're part of this larger force, of this higher energy. It is a letting go of our ego, a letting go of our personal perspective, of our limited perspective that we are separate from the all and creation and existence. All is one is Neptune and Pisces realization. So Mercury retrograde Pisces 29th degree reflects conversations, topics, phenomenon, experience that have you question your belief system, reviewing, recontemplating, reflecting on how those spiritual beliefs and those spiritual truths that you always believed or you just learned are contextualizing your reality. For example, if you're Catholic and somebody says some cuss word or something, like, you have a certain context for that experience. If you're Buddhist, you have another context. If you're an atheist, you have a certain context for that experience. Therefore, what I'm trying to get to is context gives you your experience. The intellect, the mind, Mercury uses the belief systems, the spiritual truths, Neptune, to contextualize our day-to-day mundane experiences. Mercury retrograde Pisces 29th degree during this cycle is having us bringing up these experiences that add, enrich our spiritual reality, our spirituality, and have us expand our intellect and our mental awareness of the multidimensionality of life. This is the energy of Mercury going retrograde in Pisces. Really, just be open to expanding your belief system, to confrontations that have you question your own belief system. Some of us that are very fixed, very opinionated, might be a little confronted by new ideas that are very out there and otherworldly. Pisces. One other thing to notice about the full moon spring equinox energy is that Mercury in its retrograde motion now aligns with Neptune at the exact same degree that the new moon started in Pisces, aligned with Neptune. This is synchronicity. This is showing us that Neptune, yet again, is highly important. And I want to take a second here and even fast forward to the new moon in Aries, 15th degree on the 5th of April. What do we see? We see Venus, we see Neptune, and we see Mercury all joined in Pisces. This, to me, is revealing the whole secret behind Mercury retrograde Pisces. This is why, in order to get in touch with Neptune, it is said that we must develop Venus. Venus is the lower octave. Venus is what I enjoy, the music I like, the types of people I enjoy, the company I like to keep, the way I like to dress myself, my style, my aesthetic, what harmonizes with my nature, Venus. When Venus develops the evolutionary lessons of self-sufficiency and self-love and feeling whole and complete through that, then it evolves into the higher octave of Neptune. In Neptune, we realize that, all is one. We realize that we are all reflections, that we are all one and the same. We learn universal compassion. We learn universal love. We learn that we are all children of the same source of creation. So, fast forwarding this to the new moon in Aries 5th of April, we see Venus, personal love, aligned with Neptune, divine love, aligning with Mercury, the intellect, the mind. This is all pointing to the fact that this whole new moon on the 15th degree of Pisces, beginning on the 6th of March, culminating on the 20th of April, and then ending and beginning with a new cycle on the 5th of April, is showing us that that cycle is leading up to this realization of our interconnectedness with life, and a new appreciation, Venus, and love, Venus, of this universal truth and spiritual way of life, and realizing that universal connection and interconnectedness of life, Neptune. And we are now becoming so much more consciously aware of this, Mercury. And this is the new moon that begins in Aries, 5th of April. That really, I feel, begins the new energy, the new momentum of 2019, with the solar year having just begun, with now a new moon in Aries. Now the momentum begins, Aries sun, Aries moon, that new moon. But it begins with the ending of this new moon in Pisces, 15th degree, with us working through our minds, Mercury, intellect, reasoning, questioning our belief system, our realities, our spiritual truths that we use to contextualize our realities. And in that process, I feel like this whole cycle is about questioning your belief systems, establishing new truths of reality that give your world an expanded opportunity and awareness to embody and take on that Halo archetype.